Hello bookworms, I'm Becca. Today, as the title suggests, I'm going to be doing the I Wish I Was Going to BookNet Fest book tag. I was tagged by my very good friend Alex over at Pucks and Paperbacks. I'll leave his channel linked in the description below. In case you don't know, BookNet Fest is a book convention that takes place in Florida and was created by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes and Mari from My Name is Marina's. So it was created by creators for creators, and it seems like just a really fun place that is an alternative to big, huge book cons. Is that too sassy to say? With the intention of networking and meeting up and having a really fun weekend of books in the bookish community, and I've never been and I really wanted to go this year, but the world imploded, so I can't go. So Kathy, the lovely Kathy, made a wonderful tag for us to all be able to do so that we can get some online social interaction instead of being able to meet face to face. Makes it a little less sad. Just a little bit, but I will leave all of her information and her video linked in the description down below as well. The questions for this tag are a little bit long, so I'm going to be reading them from my phone. Question number 1, staying home is best right now but doesn't cure wanderlust. What is a book you love that deals with travel? I have 3 for this one because I can't pick just one. The first one is A Heart and a Body in the World by Deb Coletti. I have not read this one yet, but it sounds like it's going to be a really powerful book. It's about a girl who is literally trying to run away from her problems. She's running from Seattle to Washington, D.C. towards a destination she doesn't understand, but is determined to reach. So I'm really excited for this one. It's unlike anything that I've ever read, and obviously it has to do with travel. So I'm interested to see how the book pans out and what exactly Annabelle is running from. Next is one of my favorite books, and it is I Love You So Mochi by Sarah Kuhn. This is about a girl named Kimmy who loves fashion, but unfortunately her parents don't share her passion for fashion. What is this video today? I just don't even know. Anywho, they send Kimmy to live with her grandparents in Japan over spring break, and she gets to learn more about her heritage and her family. She falls in love, and it's just a really sweet story. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, and I wish they would because it has a lot more depth to it than you would think. And the third one for this question is Are You Listening by Tilly Walden. This is a recent read for me, and it is about 2 characters, Bee and Lou, and they are both on the run for different things but end up finding each other, and they go on this road trip through West Texas, but strange things starts happening. It is such an interesting book to read. Tilly Walden's stories are so compelling, and the artwork is phenomenal. This book does have a content warning for sexual assault and grief, so read at your own risk, but it was really good. Question number 2. Internet friends are even more important now that we are physically isolated. True. Name a book with excellent friendships. I have an author to recommend, really. I would say anything by Emma Mills. I have Famous in a Small Town and Foolish Hearts. Famous in a Small Town has the most complex friendships that I think that I've ever read. Emma Mills has this way of really fleshing out the side characters to make them feel believable within the world, and I think that that is something that is sought after in a young adult but not easily accomplished, and Emma Mills does it in a phenomenal way, so I definitely recommend this one. And Foolish Hearts is a more recent read for me, but it is a story about blossoming friendships. I love this one so much because usually when you read a young adult book, you are reading already established friend groups and having to catch up on the history, but in this one, you follow a friendship being built from the ground up, and it was really well done. I have a whole review of me just gushing over this book that I'll leave linked so that you can hear more of my thoughts and feelings on it, but Emma Mills is a freaking treasure, and everyone needs to read her books, like, right now. Question number 3. Book club rates can be a powerful way to bring people together to discuss important topics or themes. What is a book you would love to read with a club? I love the way that this question is phrased because as I was looking at my bookshelves, there's so many that I would love to buddy read or read with friends, but I feel like if I'm going to choose a book to read with a book club, it's going to be something that is going to have a lot of room for discussions. So I decided to go with a book that I'm currently reading. So I chose Camp by Elsie Rossin. This is about a teenage boy named Randall or Randy, and he's gay. Every year he goes to an LGBT summer camp with friends. He has a huge crush on another boy named Hudson, but Hudson is only into masked guys, and Randy is very effeminate. He's into theater, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in order to get Hudson's attention, he has returned this year at camp with a complete head-to-toe makeover in the new name of Dell to try to win Hudson's affection. I am only 40 pages in, and I just want to grab Randy and shake him because he's changing everything about himself for this boy that doesn't even matter. I also think that this book would open up a lot of interesting discussions about toxic masculinity and allow the members in a book club to discuss their own experiences when it comes to that issue. Overall, the writing is so well done, and you can tell that it's intentional within the story. Like, it's not, this book is obviously being designed to combat this issue, and the way that Elsie Rossin is doing it is incredible. It's phenomenal, and I can't wait to just devour the rest of this book in one sitting as soon as I get done filming and editing this video, probably. Question number 4. Bibliophilic vendors are a great support to the event, and now small businesses need our support in return. Name a vendor you've purchased bookish items from or would like to hype because what they make is fantastic. I personally don't buy a ton of bookish merch, and I need to be better about supporting small businesses. Alex and Brody both had really good answers for this question, so I'm going to leave both of their videos in the description so that you can see, because they shout out specific companies and brands and business owners, and I just don't have that in my repertoire to pull out right now. So instead of trying to sit here and talk out my ass about different businesses to support, I'd rather hype up people who buy from these small businesses and hopefully get better about doing that in my personal life. So make sure you check out their videos linked below to hear more about businesses and creators that you should be supporting. Question number 5. Panels are a great way to hear a discussion between various voices. If you could put together a panel for a future BookNet Fest, what would be the topic and who would you invite? Once again, Brody had an S-tier answer for this question. I can't even do justice to their answer, so please go watch their video because they're incredible. I think that if I had to choose a panel, I'm just going to be selfish and want to make a panel that is focused around the impact of queer middle grade books, and I would love to maybe moderate the panel because I don't know. I don't feel like I am the type to be sitting on a panel, but maybe I could moderate the panel, and my very good friend Alex could be on the panel. He reads middle grade. I would love to hear Audrey from Perpetual Pages talk on queer middle grade books, and Anna from her channel, Anna Goldberg. I would just love to hear a bunch of queer creators talk about queer middle grade and how important it is to the community. So that is the panel that I would want to moderate. I don't know about sitting on a panel. Question number 6. Workshops are an excellent hands-on approach to learning new skills. Name a book that has taught you something you're interested in. I have 2 for this question as well. The first one is a middle grade book called A Galaxy of Sea Stars, and it's by Jean Zulik-Ferrullo. This is about an 11-year-old girl named Izzy, and she has a really interesting hobby. She's into cartography or map making, and she's in the process of mapping out the area of water that she lives on. And I just think that that is so incredibly fascinating, especially in a middle grade book. It might not be a hobby of mine, but I sure learned a lot from this little 11-year-old, and I think that you guys would too. And the next book that I'm going to mention is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. This is another one that I have not read yet, but I'm so excited to read about because it is about a teenage girl that is HIV positive, and it's set against the backdrop of her directing the school's musical Rent. So it's just going to be a mashup of a lot of different things I'm interested in. Theater. Rent is one of my favorite musicals of all time, and it's about a topic that I'm passionate about and passionate about learning, and I'm just really excited to read a young adult book that is not a historical fiction that talks about living with HIV. So I cannot wait to dive into this one and read it and then share my thoughts and feelings with you in a video, I'm sure, when I'm done with this. And question number 7 is meetups are an informal way to get to know people with the same interests. Name a booktuber you'd love to hang out with once we can do that type of thing again. Hopefully in 2021. Hopefully in 2021. Obviously, I have to shout out my boy Alex from Books and Paperbacks. He is not only one of my best booktube friends, but just one of my best friends in general. We've both been through some stuff together, and I would die for that boy. I would die for that boy. I love him with my whole heart and soul. I had to remind myself that we haven't actually met yet. We text each other every day, and we have not met yet. So I think that that is just a testament to our friendship. I would also love to meet Audrey from Perpetual Pages. I just really look up to them and their content that they put out and how articulate they are. I'm gonna stop just gushing over this person that I have not met, but I want to be friends with really bad. I would love to meet Vanessa from Paper Fairies and Allie from Hardback Hoarder. There's just so many booktubers that I would love to meet. What would happen is that I would go meet up with Alex, and Alex would end up introducing me to all of these wonderful, lovely people. And hopefully I would be able to create more friendships, because that's what it's all about, and that's what I miss. I just want more book friends. That's all I have to say. And there you guys go. That is the I Wish I Was Going to BookNet Fest book tag. Down below in the description, there are going to be all of my friends that I mentioned they're tagged. And don't forget to check out the videos and links that I leave in the description below. There's some really great people that I'm going to be tagging in this book tag. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey! This is different. I don't usually do a shameless self-promo in the outro, but I made a Twitch channel, so make sure you go follow it for some fun gaming times that we're gonna have at twitch.tv/BeccaWithABook. Okay, bye.